Hello.
Hey guys.
I'm Sophia.
And I'm Zoe.
My name is Jay McCarroll. Also, we have Matt Johnson here. We're
Hello,
Nirvana
Zoe.
the band.
Wow.
Hello,
Show.
Sophia.
And this is JustChips.com.
Chips. 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 Potato chips. Chips.
I love the chips. Anything to do with chips.
Chips. This is an incredible flavor.
We've had chips the entire time that we've been alive.
JustChips.com, the podcast, not the website.
So do you guys know anything about the show?
I know you like chips. I really love chips. I think I maybe love chips more than you.
There are certain chips that I like so much that we might even out. But yeah,
Maybe, but I have a
like
chip
chips.
addiction.
Yeah.
Like my father got me really into chips just by watching him eat chips. He would make his own chip dip out of Velveeta cheese and a bunch of other bizarre ingredients ever since I was a young boy. That was more or less my introduction to chips. I didn't even really know that you could eat chips without that dip until I was maybe 7 or 8 years old.
You
Okay.
just mixed introduction with addiction into a new word. Introduction.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah. No, chips are king for me.
That's a great segue, which we love on this show, to introduce our theme, which is finger foods and parlor games.
Okay.
And conspiracy theories.
And naturally also conspiracy theories.
No doubt. I
Yeah.
see the
The
connection.
Right, yeah. We know when we first met you, you told us like a first date story about chips also, which I
But
would
Jess,
love.
I was with Jay at that time, but I don't know, Jay, if you remember the one time we went to the dance cave, one of the many times when we were kids, and I had met some girl who lived way out east in, I want to say Pickering or further, maybe even Ajax, and I said, I'm going to go on a date with this girl, and I was going to drive all the way out to see her. Is this ringing a bell at all with you?
Well, Matt, you've had so many dates with girls from Pickering and Ajax, and no, I don't know.
Well, it's because
keep telling it.
So
though.
we set up a date, and I was going to go see her in Pickering. This is not something I would do normally. Like, this was very out of my comfort zone to be like, I'm driving out to see this girl I've never really met. On the way there, I thought, I'll stop in this convenience store and buy 2 bags of chips, because if the date goes bad, and I'll leave them in the car, because if the date goes badly, at the very least, I'll have these great bags of chips. And I'm a real sucker for novelty flavors.
Yep.
So it was like when President's Choice was doing like the barbecue ribs flavored chips, and I think another
World
one
of Flavors.
was like maybe buffalo with blue cheese on the chips,
Yep.
like both of them. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get them, and we'll just see what happens. And I put them in the car, in the back seat, and I went on this date. The date was awful, and then I dropped her off, and I was like, man, did that ever get bad fast? And then on the drive home, I thought, wait a minute, I've got those chips.
Yeah.
And then I reached back, and I swear to God, I was like tears in my eyes with joy as I ate these chips. I was like, well, this is one of the few times I'd planned for something to go wrong. It did go wrong, and I got paid off.
Well, here's a
Planning
little
ahead.
micro conspiracy theory. Do you think that it was botched because you had set that up?
I don't know. I don't think that my desire to eat the chips would have made me be like, oh yeah, so I gotta nosedive this date. Also, I could have eaten the chips with her.
Also, the way you eat chips.
It's pretty messy.
That's true.
Yeah, like I'm talking, his fingers are wet down to the second knuckle from him licking them dry and then going right back into the bag.
Oh, God.
I'm pretty fearless. As I said,
Fearless?
I love chips. Well, you the implication is that I should be afraid to make a bad impression by how I eat chips, and I am absolutely fearless in showing how much I love chips. That I'm willing to look like a non-housebroken buffoon.
So you're a hero, really?
No. A hero for chip eaters, maybe, but not to the general public. But I don't mind that. I don't mind that. You know, it's funny.
Safe space.
It's Jay and I also have an interesting chip connection with our show. Jay and I were both really into, as teenagers, the movie Fight Club. We thought that movie was so funny. And there's an unbelievable chip-eating scene in that film. Edward Norton calls Tyler Durden for the first time, and he catches him while he's in the middle of eating a bag of chips. So you don't see Brad Pitt, but you hear him eating the crunchiest chips over the phone, and both Jay and I thought that was so funny. And I don't know if this happened subconsciously, definitely not by design, but in the pilot of Nirvana the band, the show, I am eating chips. while Jay and I are having a relatively intense conversation, I reach into a bag of chips and start eating them and crunching them in the same way.
Yeah, we think it's funny to have a character just arbitrarily eating chips and just
It's
slowing
so
down
rude.
the action.
It's so rude.
And
Rude
so loud.
to the audience.
It's
Yeah.
one of the few foods you can't eat and talk at the same time.
I
But
know.
you
We're
shouldn't.
about to prove that wrong, though.
Yeah, well, but it interferes with the audibility of what you're saying so
Mm-hmm.
much more so than if you're eating a sandwich, you can talk through a soft sandwich. You can
Totally.
talk through even like soups and things. But chips are so loud.
You can't mute it. So we're gonna call our friend Amy.
Amy, she's in Boston, so if you have any Boston-related questions.
I used
Jay
to
went
live in
school
Boston.
Oh, really?
You
Yeah.
lived there for years. That's awesome. So you guys are really in it to win.
Hello?
Amy.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hey, Amy.
Hey, guys. How are you doing?
Good. How about you?
I'm great. I just had a shower.
Oh,
lovely.
nice. We always ask our callers to be fresh and clean.
I thought we were going to FaceTime video, so...
Oh,
not
right.
really clean. Yeah.
Budget wouldn't allow. So what's for dinner tonight?
Actually, chicken. I got 2 tender, boneless breasts.
You or the chicken?
We're also sitting here with our 2 guests, Matt and Jay.
Hi, Amy.
Hey, Amy.
And
Hi,
I
guys.
don't know if you know, Amy, but our theme of tonight is parlor games and finger foods and conspiracy theories.
Oh, no. What was the... Oh, conspiracy theories. Okay.
Yeah. And we want to know if you have a favorite conspiracy theory.
I do, and it's that Elliot Smith died of natural causes.
Oh.
Okay.
Damn.
Mm.
It's not really a conspiracy theory. It's more like an urban myth, but...
No, that's under
I
the
think a
same
lot of people
umbrella.
take it really personally. Yeah, he just had like a really nice, peaceful death in his bed.
Yeah, that's like that's a
Well,
really
it's
nice,
definitely
gentle one.
a difference between that and the poetic, crazy, violent death that, if anyone is listening and they don't know how he died in the mainstream media, is that he drove a knife through his heart.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was trying to
Yeah.
remember. Okay.
I like that you specified that it was in the mainstream media.
Do you have a favorite finger food on the topic of death?
No, my favorite finger food has got to be... I feel like it's such a trade-off because the ones that are the best are really the messiest, you know?
Mm.
Okay.
Like, I want to say wings, but
Oh.
it's like you got to like, hose down after, you know?
Depending on your technique.
I think, yeah.
And
yeah,
depending on the
that's a
wing
good point.
sauce.
The wing sauce?
Yeah. What are you doing tonight, Amy, in Boston?
Oh, wow. It was a bumping night here. Like I said, I showered, and that was a huge activity for me. I'm going to make chicken. So what were the other
Great.
conspiracy theories that were tabled? Does anyone here...
Well,
We
where
ha-
does everyone stand on 9/11?
Sorry?
She said, "What's
Where
everybody's
does everyone
stance on
stand
9/11?"
9/11?
Oh, man. It is a conspiracy theory.
Popular one.
A popular one.
We have some friends that subscribe to the Inside Job.
Hardcore. In
Yeah.
fact, I made a movie about a conspiracy about the moon landing, and without fail, I was asked if my next movie would be about the 9/11 conspiracy.
Oh, really?
All the time.
so
all the time.
did you get a lot of people who were really interested in the film simply because it was
I
about
would say
conspiracy theories?
when I was going to festivals, most of the people who really stuck around and wanted to talk to me, like anybody 55 and older who was really, really into the film, was almost exclusively because they wanted to talk about the conspiracy theory
Whoa.
because they had their own ideas.
Whoa.
And every single screening I did, especially in the States, were obsessive conspiracy theorists. People who would admit crazy things to me. People who told me that they had built the rockets and never got the credit. People who told me that they had the plans for like other countries to have built them. Like I've heard every version of
Wow.
a personal connection to the moon landing being faked that I imagine anybody could have. There's always some like 50, 60, 70-year-old guy. It's always a guy who believes that he knows somebody who was a part of the actual faking of it. Always.
Was anyone convincing?
No, because as soon as you start talking about what actually happened, their story falls apart very quickly. I was never convinced by somebody, but they were convinced that I believed that the moon landing was faked. So, which is why they felt I was a safe person
Gotcha.
to talk about,
Okay.
or talk to.
I could understand why people are into conspiracy theories.
Mm-hmm.
All the secret societies and the weird clubs.
The
It all
reptile
makes
people.
sense to me.
Yeah. Amy, we finally want to ask you if you want to ask us a question about chips.
Yeah, I have a question about stamina-related things with chips.
Okay.
Ooh.
I find that, especially with the stronger flavors, I get like almost like canker sores if I eat too many, but you want to eat a lot of chips in
Yeah.
one sitting. Is there something like the equivalent of like having milk and spicy food? Like, what can I do to like last longer in the chip bag?
Right,
Good
right.
question.
That's a great question.
Okay. Well, we're gonna try and answer that for you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Have a great chicken dinner.
Yeah.
Bye,
Enjoy
Amy.
Bye,
enjoy your
Amy.
tender chicken breast.
2 of them.
Thank you
Two.
so much. Bye, guys.
Okay. Bye.
So when did you guys meet?
Grade 9.
Okay.
I was in grade 9. He was in grade
Okay.
10.
Okay.
Okay. A different year.
Mm-hmm.
That was like
different high
Oh,
schools
we're a
too.
different year
Oh,
too.
really? Oh,
And
yeah.
we
you
went to
are.
different high schools.
You're right.
Wow.
Except we met while we were going to different high schools.
Okay,
I
yeah.
was dating a girl who had said, "Oh, there's this real music genius who goes to my school that everybody talks about, named Jay McCarroll, and I want to introduce you to him sometime." And in Mississauga, most young people, especially at that age, the only thing you could really do when you went out was go to the movies.
Yeah.
And so I was going to the movies constantly, and then one time Jay was at the same movie as, and I don't know why, but for whatever reason after that we just kind of became fast friends. It was one of those weird friendships where Jay and I were friends, but he didn't know any of my friends, I didn't know any of his friends.
Wow.
So we had nothing in common from a like a social strata point of view, like literally nothing. But we got
But we
along
had
so
the
well.
exact same sense of humor from day one.
And that's really all it takes.
And so we stayed
Totally.
buddies.
Yeah.
Chef Maya?
Chef, I'm a. We prepared a little game, a little parlor game, if you will, about conspiracy theories.
Which, first of all, do you guys have favorite ones? Like, I know you made a movie about one, but is that your favorite conspiracy theory? Or do you have thoughts about conspiracy theories in general?
The moon landing conspiracy was definitely my favorite story, and I obviously, I mean, I made that movie about it because I thought it was so funny.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I love hearing about conspiracy theories, and I think one of the reasons why they're so popular in the United States, whenever there's something that is complicated or involves some type of procedure, especially government procedure, it's very difficult for the general masses or for newspapers even to write about it. Something like the actual process of getting to the moon is unbelievably boring. Like the steps that the scientists needed to take day after day to really do that is not really transmissible. Like, I can't tell you that story, but I can very easily tell you a story about 3 guys faking it in a studio, and you'll understand that. And not only that, you'll understand the process, but you'll also understand the conviction behind it, because it's like, oh, there's a lie, oh, there's people tricking one another. Like, those prey on our natural human emotions for drama, whereas typically what happens in the world is relatively drama free at a policy level,
Right.
which is why I think most conspiracy theories always get connected to government, because what the government does is normally very normal and boring and procedural, and it's budgets, and it's like, it's so much easier to be like, oh, it's a conspiracy, it's being run by these people, and really their goal is this thing, and it's going to kill you, and they're poisoning you with
More
fluoride.
sensational. Yeah.
Yeah, which just feeds into the human need for story, which I actually think is really cool.
Yeah.
And if people could just be like, oh, this is actually my addiction to story that's making me believe that the fluoride is killing me, or that vaccines are out to, give the entire population autism intentionally.
Right.
If they could see that, then it would be a lot easier to cut through the noise that people make about these things. I brought this up when I was at NASA with the hardcore NASA scientists, because obviously I know nothing. And they really put it into perspective for me in a really great way that I've been telling people ever since in terms of UFOs. And it really gets broken down quite simply by them. And it's like this. So NASA is unbelievably underfunded. They need money so badly. They had tons of money during the lunar program, and then their budgets were cut year over year, and now they have basically nothing. In the 1990s, when there was some type of UFO scare, I'm too young to really remember it, but people were talking about UFOs in the 90s. And all of a sudden, people were talking about, oh, wow, was there a UFO sighting? NASA's budget was increased by like a huge amount of money just because of the rumor that maybe people had seen UFOs. And so the idea that NASA would in any way participate with the clouding or hiding of data that points to extraterrestrial life is insane, because their budgets are directly linked to proving there are aliens.
Right.
If they found any data at all that supported the idea that there was an alien transmission, an alien abduction, they'd be like, everybody, we need money.
Yeah.
There are aliens here. Please. Like, I feel quite confident in thinking that just the economics of it points to the fact that there has never been any contact that has been recorded with aliens at all.
From a music standpoint, what do you think about the fact that, I don't know who it was, but somebody put a Wyclef Jean song, I think, into the atmosphere? Was it? Who was it?
Oh.
And that's like the one song that has been transmitted to aliens, if there are.
Right. I don't know
And
who did
that's
it
I
either.
think there's
chose?
more than
Oh.
just that. I think that's been going on for a while. People have been sending.
Probes have a
Yeah.
lot of like
Oh, really?
classical music
Okay.
as well.
Okay.
I
And,
think the going idea was that because music is so connected to mathematics, they put classical music like Mozart and shit
Yeah.
Yeah.
inside those probes that they would just send out
Yeah.
like way
I know
far
some
away.
people too that were able to sort of win a spot into like a capsule, and they put like their music in there.
No way.
Oh, whoa.
So it's just floating around in space.
Yeah.
They put an episode of Nirvana the band in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
For
like,
aliens to
we're
check
coming
out.
to
To
Earth
land on
right
Mars.
away
On
to
laser
watch
disc.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into our game.
Let's get into. Do you guys know
It's
the
our
game
first parlor
Taboo?
game.
Taboo, yeah, of course.
Okay, so we made our own taboo cards.
Great.
I
You're,
think I
you're not
refer-
allowed
Um,
certain things you just can't say, but we're trying to get one another.
Right.
to
Oh,
think
got
of-
it. I'll start.
Okay,
so
so
don't let Matt see that.
Okay.
you have a minute.
Okay, so
No,
is it Jay and I are working together, right?
Yeah, you're working
Yeah.
together. You're a team. And I'm going to start timing you.
Okay, so you think about it, and you just can't say those words, but you're trying to get me to say the big thing, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Can I look at him? Can he gesture?
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, all
Although
right.
I mean,
don't
words
gesture too much.
words are preference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, go.
You're gonna get this.
Okay, sure.
Happy New,
Year.
but the scary one. Go back
Y2K.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got
okay.
it.
Oh, amazing.
Next.
Okay.
for a loop.
My
a little
mother
bit.
was slightly afraid of Y2K.
So
Oh,
was
really?
Oh my God,
My
I-
mom
yeah.
stocked up.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
I
I
think we still
remember
have water in
Y2K.
the basement.
Yeah.
My
Do you
parents
guys
just
remember-
bought one like jar of water, and they were like, "That's what we're gonna deal with if that happens. That's how we're gonna survive. Like
Dude,
that'll be
imagine
fine."
if the rubber
That-
hit the road on that
yeah,
one. They'd be
yeah.
like,
Like,
you know,
oh
Mom,
shit.
we're gonna die. I like Taboo.
Some of them, I mean, this
I've
is
just
kind
realized,
of
just so you know, these are all conspiracy theories.
yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Go. Okay.
This is not this is not even guessable, and I can't even say that word. Okay.
I'm timing you. You're going. You're
Okay,
you're on.
ready? Okay.
Oh God.
Whoa.
Neo,
Yeah, but
Keanu.
yeah, but it's the idea that this person cannot die. If this person couldn't die, what would the conspiracy theory be?
That he's mortal.
There you go.
How did
Seriously,
you?
That was beautiful.
That was
really
wow.
well done.
Your guys'
Is that
connection is.
a conspiracy theory?
It is.
Keanu
Oh my
Reeves
god,
is
no, wait,
immortal?
you need to see
There's-
this right now. There's this musician who looks exactly like Keanu Reeves.
From the 1800s.
Well, I got news for you guys that's going to break this all apart and involves Ottawa.
Oh God. Oh God.
My grandmother, Asta Arnott, was Keanu Reeves's guidance counselor in high school. I can tell you for sure
She's in on
He
it.
has an
that
age.
he has aged.
Oh my
He
God.
does
Also,
look pretty
I feel
good
like
though. I think
there's-
he's 50.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
he looks amazing. You should tell the Keanu story.
Yeah, I don't know all the details,
Okay,
but
yeah.
correct me on any parts.
I
But
will.
our friend Elliot, his friends were in a band and they were playing, I think, what was it, like the
They were rap
finale,
party of
like a rap
some
party for
movie.
that Keanu Reeves was in or had a friend in. Who cares?
Yeah.
He was at the party, and their roommate was a really huge Keanu Reeves fan.
Huh.
And they were like, "Hey, it would be so cool if you could just come by our house and say hi. Could we like call him or something?"
And,
like,
and he did it.
that's not
Even
the
better.
story.
Oh,
That's not where it is. Of course he did it. He's
Yeah.
such a nice guy.
And he's amazing.
And he's amazing. So they're loading up the gear into their van and they're going home. And Keanu Reeves, before they set off, because it's like a 15-minute drive or something, he's like, "Hey, you know what would be like really funny is if I just got into the trunk of the car. And when we get to the house, you can just get your friend to come down and open it and be like, come help us unload the gear. When he opens it, I'll be like, hey, that would be so funny." And they're like, that's a really good idea. Yes, we'll do that. And
pretty laid back too. Put me in the trunk of the car. Kidnap me.
so they go, they do that, obviously, because I think you would definitely take that opportunity if you had it presented to you. They drive over and they call their friend and they're like, come down and help us unload our gear. And he's like, no. And they kind of like takes a little coaxing. And finally he comes downstairs. He opens the trunk of the car and his face, and his friends are all watching his face. All the blood just drains from his face and he just looks totally crestfallen.
Terrified.
He's terrified.
Because Keanu's dead.
Because
They thought Keanu was
is
dead.
dead because
had-
he passed out in the back of the car because
Of the
of the
gasoline fumes. Yeah.
And then that's not even the best part of the story. The best part of the story is that when he came to, he just goes, "Huh, that was probably pretty funny for you."
And then just like
Oh
goes
my
back to his
God.
party.
That's amazing.
Pretty mellow guy.
Yeah.
That's pretty wicked. That's pretty wicked.
Yeah,
Keanu
do
Reeves,
another
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
your
Okay,
turn.
next one.
I'm liking these. Are great conversation starters.
Okay, go.
Okay, this is a across the ocean sort of thing.
Okay, so like Africa,
No.
Europe.
I'll go a little higher than that.
A little
Oh,
higher.
wait, no. Yeah, a little higher than the second one.
A little higher than Europe is Russia.
But then over a little more. Go west.
West of Russia? You talking about all these, but that's still Europe. Like you're talking
Yeah,
about.
go west.
Yeah, my
What's on
geography.
top of that?
What's on top of Russia?
No,
the
no,
North
no.
Pole.
No. What's? Oh, I can say Europe.
You got 20 seconds on the clock.
Okay, what's west of Europe? Or what's in the
Nothing.
What's in
Wales.
the western? Okay, yeah.
Well,
So,
England.
think there. Go a little more north. Just a little.
Ireland. Scotland.
There we go.
Okay, yeah.
Think. What's in the?
They want a referendum. They want to separate.
No, what's in the water there?
Oh, the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah.
Very
Oh
good.
my
Nice.
god,
Yeah,
with
yeah,
3
yeah.
seconds
Okay.
left on the clock.
Great.
Yeah. Oh, good
Good.
one. Okay.
Good. Okay, go.
This is a shape.
Yeah.
What's a three?
A triangle.
Yeah,
Pink triangle.
yeah. The big conspiracy theory of
Oh, the
pink
Illuminati.
triangle.
Well, the pink triangle is that the Nazis were gay.
Oh.
Right. But to go along with that word a little bit and think conspiracy theory, you don't want to go in it. You definitely don't want to go in this one.
What the triangle?
Yeah.
Like I feel like the triangle.
Tropical.
Oh, yeah. It's the what? Yeah, the planes crash into it. What's the fuck thing is called? It's like the
20 seconds on the clock.
shit. Hold on, I will figure it out.
It's not the Bahamas. It's not Barbados.
Yeah, man, it's so
It's-
shitty. I know what it is. The planes just nosedive right into it.
Yeah.
The Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
thank God.
Nice.
You were allowed
nice.
to say triangle?
No, you said triangle.
I did.
I
That was
said
the first
shape.
word you said.
Give me a
You're
shape.
just in
Yes.
it.
Great,
Thank you.
great work,
Nice,
great work.
nice.
That was
I
a
think-
lot of fun.
I think it's time to dip into the chips.
Yeah.
I thank God we're starting.
Yeah.
We didn't
Okay.
eat anything.
Okay, so we haven't revealed the chips yet.
To each other?
To
No,
you.
to you.
Oh, great.
To us.
excellent.
You want us to
As
guess
you
what they
know.
are?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
I'll
I imagine. Can I make some guesses?
None of them are like shrimp flavored.
Oh yeah, he's
are they?
allergic to shrimp. Does that mean anything?
Nope.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, good thing I asked.
But there might not be any prawns in this, is the thing.
That's bizarre.
Because there's
What the
seasoning.
Yeah.
I think you're good. Okay, so you know what one of them is.
Or do you?
Should I just tell you?
No, don't.
This
We'll-
is a
we'll-
safety issue. Prawn cocktail.
Let me
Our
see,
first
prawn
chip,
cocktail.
prawn cocktail.
Look at that.
Let's look at the ingredients together.
I
Prawn
think it's just
cocktail
prawn seasoning.
Flavoring: sugar, salt, glucose, acid, potassium, dried yeast, dried onion, tomato powder, sweetener.
Hey, y'all, suitable for vegetarians. You're good.
I have quite the lawsuit on my hands. If I do blow
wait,
up,
wait,
you know?
with us or with walkers? Because that's going to change
walkers.
whether
With
you...
walkers, not with you, not with you.
Yeah, we'll sue the Chip podcast for everything they're worth.
Okay, well,
Okay,
so
should we crack these puppies
crack it open, crack it
Yes.
open.
Yeah.
Do you not find it shocking how similar the Walker's logo
Oh,
is
To Lay's, I
Highly
know.
Isn't it weird?
conspiratorial.
Conspiracy.
It seems like they're the same company. Okay,
Okay.
I'll do one first.
Give it a whiff, give it a
Give
whiff.
a little whiff.
Well, it doesn't smell like shrimp at all. It smells like barbecue.
Oh, okay.
It smells to me like ketchup chips.
Yeah, it
I-
smells like ketchup chips.
I haven't smelled it
Yeah.
yet.
Okay, I'm gonna don't show us those ones.
No, I'm not showing you.
I'm gonna try this.
Well, let's all do a chip cheers.
Let's do a chip.
Just hit my-
cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for having us.
Ketchup chips.
Ketchup chips.
No. No.
No. But not
But
This is
Yeah, I don't taste any sort of like
There's no shrimp.
There's no shrimp in there.
seafoodness.
type of.
no.
Well,
It's
because
very
you know what it
vinegary.
is. This
Marinara sauce.
We're
Yeah.
not tasting shrimp. We're tasting the dipping sauce. This is salt and vinegar plus horseradish.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got a good palate.
Well, not really, but I do love chips. Holy shit, these chips are great.
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
good.
And actually, this would be a good chip to have mixed with certain types of meals. Like this would be a great chip to eat with hamburgers.
Okay,
Yes.
back
Dead
to
on.
back
I
to Amy's
almost-
question.
Almost feels a little bit like mustard and ketchup on that chip.
Yeah.
Slightly.
What
Yep.
can you do to eat more of these?
Yeah.
Because I'm a guy who's eaten tons and tons of chips. So one, if you have some type of dairy-based dip, you can go forever.
Mm-hmm.
You can eat them forever. It's ridiculous. Get one of the old school massive tubs of hell of a good dip, and so long as you are not worried about consuming 5,000-6,000 calories in one sitting.
Don't think about it.
Yeah.
You could easily eat an entire or 2 entire bags of chips with that thing of hell of a good dip.
Okay, so the second one we should definitely
Okay.
do the blind taste test
Okay.
though.
Are we
That
even
whole-
going to get to look at the chip beforehand?
Nah.
Okay, fine.
Ooh, I will say this is a smelly chip.
Ooh. Yep.
I'm very interested by this.
Oh, wow.
I like
Smells.
chips.
You know.
So just dip your hands in.
Do we get to smell
in
it
there.
first?
Yeah,
smell
give it a whiff. Give it a
Yeah.
whiff.
Okay. Shoot.
Shoot.
Okay.
I've got a guess.
Guess
already.
that snack.
Yeah, take this away.
I would guess already it's potato wedges.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, loaded potato skins, 100%.
Final
Okay.
answer?
It has a sour cream and onion look. Chives is in the title.
Ooh.
Okay.
I can't get off of
Potato
wedges.
It
It's
seems
just-
like baked
Smells like
potato,
it.
like loaded potato.
yeah, loaded
skins.
baked potato.
Okay.
I get the cheddar. I get the chives, the
Cheddar-
sour cream.
Cheddar's in it.
Cheddar and chive. In. Wedge probably in.
You sound like Gordon Ramsay. Cheddar, chive.
In.
I'm totally with you. This feels like a loaded baked potato. It's a really great quality chip. It really is.
The cheddar's in there so big. I
Of
mean,
course,
it could
and
be
the
cheddar
chives.
something.
Finger foods, right?
Could be like cheddar cheese sticks or something like that.
But I've had those mozzarella cheese stick chips, and they're different than this because they have a marinara flavor to them. These don't. I think it's a loaded baked potato.
It all boils down to how do you eat your loaded baked potato. And if it's by the fingerful,
No, that's just it. Like, nobody does. It's ridiculous. You have to eat it with a knife and fork.
Yeah.
Well, it's gotta be
It's a
potato
one-handed
wedges.
snack. I'll say that.
There's something else we're missing.
Obviously. We have to go with our heart. We reach in, we grab something with our hand, and it's...
It's a one-handed snack.
Our guess is the vague space between
Sour cream
and cheddar that's like nacho, like the ingredients of nacho chips mixed with
Deconstructed?
nacho fries. Yes. That's our guess.
deconstructed nacho fries.
Yes.
Okay.
How
Okay.
close are we?
The
Not
answer is
far.
not far.
However, you did name it.
Yeah, you were
You
on the
skipped
nose.
right over it.
Mozzarella sticks and marinara sauce.
That's bullshit because I've eaten these chips before. Show me the bag. I have eaten an entire bag of these with Jay. We ate the whole bag. It is
What?
not these chips.
All right.
They are these chips.
You're little tricksters. Both of you. This is a conspiracy theory. Swapping out the bag. Jay and I have eaten these chips together before.
I don't know why that you keep selling that as a point.
But it's just crazy that we've had these chips and that
Together.
together.
That's the crazy part. These are all great chips. I'm having a great time.
Me too. Great work, guys, because you were able to stump us with chips that we had both eaten
Together. No less.
So
Sorella.
anyway, let's talk about these chips because actually there's a lot to go on. One, they don't taste like marinara sauce.
No.
What do you guys feel about chips that are like food item
Like a meal.
flavored?
I give them a huge thumbs up.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because they're bridging the gap between art and science. They're letting
my
people know. Okay, expect this, but experience that. And I'm telling you, every single time that a product can do that, you are winning.
The first one that like made me think, wow, science is crazy with chips right now is the cheeseburger flavored
Yeah.
Doritos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Did you guys have any urban legends or conspiracy theories that you really believed as a kid that maybe you've grown out of?
I believe in God.
Yeah. There was a
one,
time
yeah.
where I believed in God.
Like, very seriously. Like,
I went to a Christian camp, a summer camp,
Oh.
Was your
just once, but
was
I got brainwashed. I was fully
Yeah.
brainwashed. They
I know
had me
people that
reading
that
the
happened to.
Bible for months after it,
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
underlining things.
Was
I
it
was into it.
not
Sleepover
onion skin
camp?
paper?
Yeah,
Yeah, because like sleepover camp in general just does something weird to you, I think.
yeah.
And you're just like sucked into something. You can't leave.
They used to like sit us down for these sort of presentations where they would like do these
remember
little
the name of the camp?
scenes.
Was it Minneowi?
Camp Minneowi.
Yeah. I have a way
remember.
deeper story than that. I went to Christian camp for like 13 years straight.
Whoa.
Not to
Holy.
Minneowi, to a camp called Ontario Pioneer Camp.
Was that a Christian? Is it?
Hardcore.
Is, do they cram it down your throat though?
Pioneer
like where they
camp
have
was
Bible study part
dude,
of the
it was
day
way
and-
more Christian than the camp that you went to. This was like a militant Christian camp.
Oh
wow.
my god. Wait,
Did
did
your parents say their parents aren't really religious?
No, not on the surface, and I don't know that they are personally either. Again, I don't actually know, but a friend of my dad's
recommend
sent
it?
their kids, and I'm telling you, the camp was like the best experience of my life. I loved it.
Yeah.
And it was really, really great instruction because I think biblical stories and even like biblical myths are really important. 'Cause
Totally.
they define our society in so many amazing ways. So I love that I learned all that stuff, and I actually didn't find it creepy at all. And I liked the idea of being like, oh yeah, God is real, and then being like, wait a minute, maybe God's not real. And actually going through that as a young adult was really a powerful experience for me.
Well, we had like moments with our counselor as we're all sort of in our bunks, and we'd be asking him all these questions that we're trying to debunk it, like all these obvious questions, like, well, you know, if a God is real, like, how come he would send me to hell if I'm just questioning if he's real? It's like, and he had to sort of like maneuver around us like 12-year-olds.
And that dude was only like 16 years old.
I know.
Yeah, and he had all the answers.
I know, it's funny, eh?
So we also have another game. It's like a newlyweds game, but it's for best friends.
Gotcha.
We're just gonna say it out loud, and you can't
This is heaven.
alter your responses after you hear
So-
someone else.
Question 1. What is your best friend's favorite movie snack?
Okay, so I can do J's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just say it out loud.
Just
right?
say it out loud, yeah.
Okay, Glossette peanuts.
Yeah, that's it.
Correct.
Nice.
Okay. J for Matt.
Popcorn with all the seasoning all over it.
I'm not-
Licks his fingers clean.
I'm brutal with this. So what I do is I'll go buy a thing of popcorn, load it with butter. I'll get them to give me a tray, the cardboard tray, and I'll dump half of it in that. I'll ask for 2 flavor packages, normally ketchup and sour cream.
Where do
onion.
they give you flavor packages?
Anywhere I go.
Cineplex?
What?
He'll
What?
source it out. He'll
I'll
find it.
find it. I find
Oh
it,
my
and then I load it. Then I buy a thing of peanut M&Ms, and I put those in it too.
Crunching
and I shake
Munch.
the whole
Oh
thing
my
up.
god.
And
So
now
beautiful.
I've got a thing of regular popcorn with no flavor and the most like intense, like a souffle of
Yeah.
ketchup, butter, popcorn, and peanut M&Ms, and I'm just going to town.
People are literally like inhaling the flavor dust around him.
I've been
That's
called
like a
out.
4DX movie, but like you're providing the extra sensory
Oh
stuff.
no, kidding! And on the moving chairs, it's 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you guys go.
Popcorn.
Poutine.
Poutine is your movie snack?
I get it from outtakes.
That is such total bullshit. You're lying. That's
No,
not a movie
no,
snack at
no.
all. My friend Mitch, who's the bass player in the Born Ruffians, and I have a going competition as to who can eat at poutines more. And whenever we go to poutini's, we take a photograph of ourselves eating the poutine, and we send it to one another. And
Who's
That's
winning?
so great, Matt.
I'm
That's a
killing
nice
him.
little
I'm
love
killing
Really?
him.
Oh,
letter
nice.
Yeah,
chain.
but we both eat poutines alone.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't tell anybody but one another.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's
a-
amazing.
that's a
I love
really
that
beautiful
connection.
story.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Good
you guys
basis
both
for a
got that
friendship.
right.
Okay, so next question. What is one trait of what is one trait of yours that annoys your best friend the most?
So I need to guess what Jay
Is
would
gonna say about you.
But this is so crazy because I could name 100 things, and what he's going to say that's the most.
That you just
Yeah.
have to choose the one that's the most.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
Should we go
incredibly different.
first?
Yeah, you guys go first.
I know what mine is.
I think I know what annoys me and you about me. Me about you. Okay,
Okay,
just
great.
go for it.
When I touch anything, I make a really dramatic noise when it doesn't hurt that much.
That's actually what I was going to say is not that. I was going to say that when you like stub your finger, you go, "Youch!"
Yeah.
That's the same thing.
Yeah.
But you do
guys
this.
are such nerds. I can't believe you got that.
No. that
You know what?
really annoys
you,
me.
and you did the same thing to me because you did it in retaliation, and now you do the same thing, and now it's the thing that annoys us the most about each other is the same thing.
That's true.
Yes.
But my retaliation is that whenever you touch me lightly, I'll pretend to start crying.
Yeah, which is equally bad. It's
Yeah.
so annoying.
That's pretty funny, though.
It's very irritating for
You guys
people
had the exact same thing for one another?
and for one another.
Brutal.
This is
Yeah,
getting
it's
really.
also
This
Yeah.
is getting
just,
kind
like,
of gross.
So surface level, like this is not deep, like
Yeah, I
area
know.
Oh,
at all.
Jay,
Oh,
it's so funny. You
know,
guys,
we've been through hell
we
together.
literally have made 2 shows together, of 2 movies in a weird way. Like we know each other so well, and we've been with one another at our worst
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
This is a joke.
But
That
doesn't
you cry when you touch one
however,
another.
however, doesn't that say something about our friendship that those really deep things don't affect us at all?
And also, do you guys live together? We also live.
we did for years and years and years when we made the original series.
Okay, we've lived together for like 8 years. So
Well, Jay and I lived together for about 8 years.
okay, fine.
But
Okay, my guess.
Oh yeah.
I think the most annoying is that I am always trying to get out of taking responsibility for having done something that you view as like truly evil or like really manipulative, and I find some way to not or to just dodge it.
Yeah,
it's just
slippery.
Yeah, it's slippery. Yeah, that's got to be it.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, yeah. It's like you know what? So like Matt would maybe finally do something where I can be like, you know what? I can tell you exactly where you went wrong here, and I want you to be accountable for it. But then he would he's got this beautiful way of articulating his way out of it, and all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden, when he gets a little grip on that and gets some traction, he starts turning it on me.
The whole mountain. I can literally.
He starts turning it on me, like, oh, and so what did you mean by that? Now that I have the traction, now the finger's pointing at you, and all of a sudden, I'm the bad guy. So not only is he satisfied with getting out of trouble, now he wants to hurt me back. That is absolutely true.
Yeah, okay, good. Thank God. I can't even think of something for the.
Well, it's sort of the same thing. It's like, well, why is Jay having a problem with this? Yeah. I can't empathize with what Jay's doing.
Yeah, you got it exactly. Yeah. That is 100%. It's just like when Jay's got an issue with something.
Oh, Jay's got an issue with something? I don't want to hear him out. He shouldn't have an issue about that. Yeah. I don't even want to hear about it.
Yes, that annoys me the most.
I think because we've known each other for so long, and we hold each other to such high standards, we need each other to be sort of like the top bar to reach.
Yes.
So when you don't have like my sort of approval, or if I'm disagreeing with you and you think it's really wrong.
Yeah, it's painful. Yeah. Either of these issues are never so bad that we aren't able to like get the thing done and move on.
Right.
It's just that's
we learned.
We still have those battles though all
totally.
the time. Yeah. This exact issue. I'm starting to chase the marinara in these. It's so fucking crazy that we didn't know what these were.
Stop eating all the chips.
They're so good.
No, go at it. Go at it.
Be careful.
I started this by saying I'm addicted to chips. I love chips.
Another difficult one. What animal would your best friend choose to be if they could be an animal?
I think Jay would choose to be a cat.
You got an obvious one wrong.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, Jay would choose to be a bird. Yeah. What am I saying? I knew that. Okay, what do you think I would be? I got my answer in my head.
Do you?
Yep.
Snake?
What's funny? What's funny?
There's a theme here. I mean, I'm
I
rolling with
wouldn't want to be a snake. It's awful.
It's quite nice, actually.
It's a cold-blooded reptile.
You know, sneak around some trees.
I would want to be a fox.
You know what? I was going to say fox. That was my second.
Because they're very tricky, and they're always getting chickens.
And as we know from your earlier discussion, you are a tricky trickster.
He's quick. He's
tricky
quick
little
like a
trickster.
fox.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
From you snaking out of your...
Snaking?
I mean...
Snaking. We said foxing. Okay, what would you guys want to be?
Elephant.
Yes. Based on the fact that elephants are really smart and...
Gentle giants,
yeah.
In general.
You would want to be, this is so easy, a meerkat.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I was thinking...
I never thought of that before in my life. All I did was playing a game.
It's wrong,
yeah,
but it's not wrong.
You're that kind of right that it was right after the fact.
Which one song most accurately sums up your friendship? Oh my god, I know what ours is.
Oh, yeah. All right. It's so easy for us.
Go for it.
Show. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. Yeah.
Somebody recently told us this answer. Do you
right.
remember?
Ours is
Axel F.
Crazy Frog.
Crazy Frog.
Sing it.
Bing 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 ba ba ba.
Bum 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 ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum bum ba dum ba dum.
You know it? It's
yeah, of course. I know Axel F. very well.
It was a hit. It's
Axel F.
It's our karaoke song. It's a duet also. Anyway, goes deep. Our final question for you guys is, can you guess what the winner chip is of your best friend? And this is like kind of the nail in the coffin of who wins.
We're just going to go out on a bang.
Oh, that's really, really smart. So I know 100% for sure that Jay prefers this prawn cocktail chip.
Yeah, I guess it's prawn for Matt, too.
I'm going to guess for you, it's prawn cocktail.
I'm going to guess for you, prawn cocktail as well.
On the count of 3, should we all reveal our trick up
we'll
our sleeve?
We'll say it at once. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 1, 2, prawn
cocktail.
What?
I said Ruffles.
Wow.
You like the marinara?
It might be
not.
just because the lingering taste is in my mouth, and that's the one I'm
like
thinking about.
There's only one winner.
It's a fight
so
to the
either
death.
you assimilate or you
I gotta
Assimilate or
leave.
die.
Yeah.
Okay, let
essentially.
me. Ooh, I'm having one more prawn.
No,
the cocktail sauce.
it's the
that goes-
seasoning.
Okay, you
Yeah.
know what? I just haven't had it for a
Yes.
while. It's the best one.
Yes.
You guys are such cheaters.
All right, come on.
Giving
Hey,
us-
take it easy.
With
all
every-
right?
well,
let's just have a
Yeah,
fun
yeah,
time
dignity.
talking about chips.
dignity.
Thank you so much for joining us.
We had a great time.
Literally,
this
it
was-
was probably the best time I've ever had on a podcast ever in my life. Beyond that, it's the most fun interview we've ever done, and those we've done dozens and dozens, probably hundreds of.
That's fantastic to hear. We are your hosts,
Zoe Robertson.
and Sophia Lepage. Our special guests were
Matt Johnson.
And Jay McCarroll.
Special thanks to Eggplant Pictures and Sounds for hosting this podcast.
and our beautiful audio engineer,
Deanna
Dee Dee.
Morano.
This is a Sumo audio production.
Our theme song is by Fez Gielan.
Bum, 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 bum.
JustChips.com. The podcast, not the website.
Oh, if you want to check out another podcast that's really amazing, it's
Hook, line, and sinker.
called
Trampoline Hall.
Do It.
Another sumo audio podcast.
Thank you and goodbye.